Good morning, Michael here, and I absolutely loved StarGate when it came out. It was the first film that I went to see on the cinema on my own without my parents. So this came out in 1994, and I think Hasbro probably thought they were on for a winner when they did this, their toy line based on StarGate. I have everything except one of the vehicles. I have a picture of how epic the adventures could be on the front of Action Figure Digest from 94. Could have been epic. Unfortunately, it wasn't. And these toys are actually rather horrible. So they're made by Hasbro, but they're slightly the wrong scale. So before I do anything, I'll just show you this one. So this is one of the two main characters in the film. This is Colonel O'Neill, who's played by Kurt Russell. And, you know, the artwork there looks just like Kurt Russell. That face, it doesn't match the artwork, doesn't look like Kurt Russell. It is a horrible, horrible, blocky figure. It looks absolutely awful. Now, what I really dislike about these figures is the size. They're a horrible, funny size. Now, the vehicles themselves, which I'll come to in a minute, because the vehicles are awesome, including the one that I've not got, the cruiser buggy car, they're all perfect for G.I. Joe. They're perfect G.I. Joe sized vehicles. But this guy, he's nothing like it. He lacks the articulation of a Joe. He lacks the detail and the sculpt work. It's just ugly. Now, it's Joe-style weapons. So when I say Joe-style weapons, I mean early 90s Joe-style weapons where they all had rockets that shot. But if I just grab... super... Right, let's put it there. Okay, if I just grab this one, so this is Super Duper Joe, they're just the wrong size. If they'd made them the same size of Joe's, you could have bought them and then you could have included it in your G.I. Joe games. They did absolutely miss a trick. And I still think it's a little bit the same with Visionaries. They should have made Visionaries the same size as Joe's. But anyway, here's the full range of carded figures. And again, like I said, there's Kurt Russell's Colonel O'Neill, but they're an absolute pain. They are and really annoying to display. I guess obviously they were meant, obviously they were bought to be played with, but they are so annoying to try to stand up because they just roll everywhere. Now the cards are quite good. They've got these lovely art pictures on the back of the 8 different characters you could get. We have a bio, as is tradition for Hasbro characters, but these bios you could form into a pyramid, because if you look, they've got cut A and slot it in B and stuff. So you could make a pyramid out of the bios, which is very, very cool. And also we had some Egyptian some questions about Egypty things in hieroglyphic form. So I think that's really, really cool. Loads of detail gone into the cards. Loads of time spent on the art on the front of the card. Absolutely awful figure. But so there's Kurt Russell's. If I just move them all through quickly. This one is meant to be James Spader. Yeah, it looks just like James. It looks nothing like James Spader. Looks just like James Spader. It looks nothing like James Spader. So there's Daniel, James Spader's character. And it's cool because they all also come with like either a pyramid or a StarGate. They all come with a little collectible artifact, which is quite good. It's just, again, it's a shame the figures are awful. Lieutenant Kowalski looks nothing like Lieutenant Kowalski here. So again, it just looks like this oversized muscle man figure. And then that's actually a little plastic version of the vehicle that I'm missing, which spoilers, wasn't even in the film. Wasn't even in the film, but I don't mind. And then this is the kid that helped them along the way. That looks like him. That looks nothing like him. And these are the villains. Now, I actually want to say that while the soldiery characters are looking terrible, these ones actually did look quite good. So this is Ra, leader of the villains. It comes with this ornate headdress that comes off. So quite like that one. And then here's Anubis. So again, gorgeous art here. Now, this is the international one, so it actually comes with a little G.I. Joe leaflet for some reason, because they're not going to be the same scale. Really cool pyramid-style rocket gun, and obviously staff, and these helmets come off, and obviously they've got human head underneath. So actually that's really cool as well. Here's Horus. There was 2 of them. So this one, so you can see, just about see how cool its bird-headed helmet is. There's a little picture of it up there. So that's Attack Pilot Horus. And then this is Palace Guard Horus. So really, really cool helmets these guys have. Sort of soft plastic rubbery, a little bit like a mask. So not super hard. And then we come to the vehicles. Now, I actually think these are brilliant. Now, mine are sealed, so I'm unfortunately not going to get them out here. But this is the Mastage. And basically it's a beast of burden. But it's a woolly toy. Oh, you can't really see it there, but it's a woolly toy. So it's a hard plastic, non-articulate model. Looks a bit like a Star Wars creature, if I'm honest. And then it's literally covered in fur. And then it has this catapult at the back, flinging discs. Didn't do that in the film. It was just a beast in the film. But it is very, very cool. And again, the artwork is brilliant. Really, really good art on this box. And then this, and with an absolutely huge wingspan, this is the glider that the villains used in it. And I do wish they'd done more films. I know they did the multiple TV shows, and they really explored the universe. But you know what? I would have liked a couple more big budget films exploring what happened to Kurt Russell and James Spader's versions when they went off at the end. But yeah, absolutely huge. But there we go. So still need this vehicle, the all-terrain cruiser, always on the lookout. Everything else I've had since 94. I remember my dad picking it all up for me. My StarGate collection. Thank you very much for looking. Take care.